we got Gov'Nah on the set here. You don't know, man. Round two, what you gonna do?
You know
yeah,
what it
man.
is.
We trying to keep it
with
smooth.
life.
Yeah, man. You don't know.
What's
man.
up, Simon?
Don't know, man. We're just there. You know what I mean? Devil?
We had a little bit of technical difficulties, but we're right back. So this is the D2E Network. I'll be your co-host for the day. And the main host is my man, the one and only Rastafari Samurai.
Don't know, man. You don't know, people. Yeah, man. How we all feel out today here?
Man, how's everybody doing today, man? I hope everybody feeling good. We were talking before we got the technical difficulty. We were talking about the post celebration, the celebrations after the basically after the August 11th, right? The post celebrations for hip hop. You know what I'm saying? And then we were talking about how do we feel about the celebrations, what we were able to capture from him, and then where do we stand at with 50 years of hip hop. So, reiterate, for the people who missed it because of technical difficulties, let them know. How do you feel about the 50 years of hip hop and the celebrations that we had?
Well, really hype, I have to say. You know what I mean? Like it's been glorious, I have to say, straight up. Like hopefully all around the world, but I know in the States, in the Mecca of New York, you know what I mean? Straight up, they be celebrating it. He even brought out the great one, Cool Herc, on the stage, you know what I mean?
Shout out to Nas.
Yeah, man. Shout out to Nas and everybody who be putting fire upon the stage, Wu-Tang and all, bro.
He had a great concert. Nas had a great concert this weekend. Let's give him a round of applause, please.
Exactly. You don't know, man.
He had great success. He had Lauryn Hill on stage. She came and she actually murdered that. She killed it. I want to take a second. I just saw Hollywood Edge, a very prominent Toronto producer. Let's give him a round of applause. He goes by the name of Hollywood Edge, and if you don't know, you need to do your mathematics and your science and your knowledge behind him. Thank you for tuning in. This is just the beginning of a great journey. We hope you stay tuned. We are actually currently talking about the 50 years of hip hop and the post celebrations that we were able to experience. Not in the physical, but through viral moments, right? Like we were talking about Nas putting that concert together. Yes, indeed, he brought out DJ Kool Herc. He brought out, and DJ Kool Herc came with his wife. DJ Kool Herc came with his mom, which was a beautiful thing to see. Someone like him who's actually started this whole thing, who gave birth to a whole nation and a whole culture, being honored by someone like Nas, you know what I'm saying? Something very, very special to our musical culture as well. So let's give him a round of applause for that. We had Cabadonna. We had Method Man. We had Inspector Deck,
all the greats,
and Ghostface Killer on stage. Shout out to Wu-Tang. Shout out Wu-Tang, man. Big part of the culture. You know what I'm saying? Influenced nations until this day. I'm a baby Wu myself. I'm pretty sure. Are you a Wu baby?
Oh hell yeah! From time,
baby Wu baby.
Wu baby from long ago.
For sure, man. Who was your favorite MC? I tell you which was my favorite MC. When I first heard them, you know what I'm saying? It was definitely for me. It had to be Method Man. It was just simply his wordplay, his craziness. You know what I'm saying? And but as time grew me with them. You know what I'm saying? It became old dirty bastard and the genius. You know what I'm saying? I just think everybody has something great to bring to the table, but shout out to Wu-Tang and the 50 years of hip hop for sure. You know what I'm saying? They deserve it. Who else did we saw on stage somewhere around there? Oh, Cameron was on stage. Shout out to Cameron and the whole Dipset. Who else did we see on stage? I don't know if we saw LL, but shout out to LL. Shout out to all the godfathers of hip hop, man. Shout out for putting that work.
For laying the foundation, paving the way.
Oh, and we were talking about Canadian soil.
Our own,
and we were talking about our own hip hop legends and all the people that not only paved the way, but actually has sustained, maintained, and is helping to prolong the life and sustainability of true hip hop and the true culture in our nation, in our soil, which is Canadian soil. So I proudly said, let me name a few people. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Miss Me.
Damn straight.
Shout out to the Circle.
Hmm.
Shout out to Big Diamond Yo. Shout out to Chocolate.
Yes, sir.
Big Cardinal Official.
Hmm.
Thrust MC. Nefarious. Tough Dumpling Productions. And I'm going to give him one more round of applause on that one. You better know what I'm talking about. Who else can we thank? Maestro
Maestro
Fresh
Fresh
West.
West.
Can't forget about Mr. William. For sure. Shout out to Maestro. Big iconic figure. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Brought a lot to the table. Put us on the map.
I would say Solitaire,
Solitaire. Shout out.
Ross
Solitaire.
Freshco, Rich Kid, and the one and only Frankie Payne.
Frankie Penn, man. Shout out Brown Bricks and the whole staff over there. You know what I'm saying? For the ones who know. But you know what? Also, you know, I want to include this person right here, and I actually just finished bumping into him. You know, I want to send him a big shout out, and I want to say thank you for the work he has put forth for the culture, because he might be classified as reggae, but he's one of his which was called Informer,
The one
which
and only.
was produced not only by the one and only MC Sean,
Yeah.
right?
Yes.
Shout out MC Sean, which I actually have had the pleasure to speak to on a few occasions. You know what I'm saying? Very humble human being, amazing contributor to the culture. But like I was saying, at that time this young man came out with a single, and it was called Informer. And it was produced by not only one of the forefathers of hip hop, MC Sean, one of the carriers of the torch, right? One of the big influential hip hop producers at the time, and one of the leaders in terms of this rap shit, right?
Yes.
And for the whole culture. So I want to send him a shout out. You know, he goes by the name of Snow.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Indeed.
Because he actually helped to propel the hip hop / reggae Canadian culture. He was the blend. He was the perfect mixture at that time. He was the new. He was what's, you know what I'm saying? The whole energy, the raw energy, the vibes. You know, mixing the Jamaican culture. You know, that was his gratefulness towards the Canadian. I mean, the Jamaican and culture and the people, right?
Yeah.
So he put not only hip hop. He helped propel hip hop on the map for Canadian culture, but also Jamaican. You know what I'm saying? And the part deeply rooted culture that we are actually so proud of here in Canada. Talk to me, man.
Yo, man. Yo, I have to say the slang. He brought up the slang and everything like that. You know what I mean? In the Canadian culture, you know what I mean? In the hip hop culture, you know what I mean? Even though it was reggae music, but reggae music had a lot to do with the culture too. You know what I mean? I have to say,
reggae music is part of hip hop.
Mm-hmm.
You just simply because all these sounds, you know, that we carry, you know what I mean, come from a very special place, and that's called Mother Africa. You know, all of these sounds starting with the drum being the pattern of life, the key to life. But anyways, that's a different conversation. So we were talking about our Canadian iconic figures. You know what I'm saying? We mentioned the Rascals. We had Daniel, the Circle, Thrust. We mentioned a few people. You know what I'm saying? And we just want to keep it real, and we just don't want to forget about the people that came before us and the people who helped us become who we are today. So for that, happy 50th birthday to all the people who came before us and the people who are working hard to try to maintain this Canadian culture of ours. You know what I'm saying? Give yourself a round of applause. I don't know where my co-host just went, but this is life. This is the beginning of a new journey. I want to take a couple of minutes. So I got an upcoming show I'm not gonna give it the titles yet because it's actually a few show ideas. You guys gonna see it when it's live and it's all finished. But I'm starting to work on it. Uh, um, I just think that we need to focus on things that really matter, especially to our Canadian people, our Canadian fellows, right? The people that live here, the people that are, focused on making the country grow and actually care and pay taxes and is dedicated to serve humanity in a better way. So just stay tuned because I will be directing a lot of my energy to some of those issues, especially as Canadians, right? And it's gonna be a great show, man. I hope that I can do well, and I'm gonna have some funny segments as well. So be expecting the unexpected with me, man. For the people who know me, um, I'm going to continue the show without my host. I don't know where he went, but nevertheless, like I said, we were talking about the 50th year anniversary of hip hop, and we're grateful for it. We were touching right before we had the difficulties. That Illmatic, shout out to Nas for putting the big show. Illmatic was one. It still is until this day one of the greatest hip hop albums to ever come out of the Mecca hip hop. And it's great to see artists like him continuing tradition. For the culture. I want to switch the topic from the 50th anniversary. Actually, you know what, before I even leave that topic, right? Shout out to El Diablo, Tony Flores, tune in. Shout out to my people in Hamilton. Shout out to Mr. Ross Burns. You know what I'm saying? Self-made entertainment.
Like,
The whole
like
cipher.
I don't understand this. Like
Yo,
everybody watching when we're online, like
so
no, no, no. Just sorry to interrupt.
hold on.
Well,
I
no,
want
no,
to keep
no,
it
no,
pro.
no, no. I want to say one thing. Listen here. If we're online, don't be calling. If we tell you the call, we'll tell you the call. Don't call me when we're online, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like message.
We're
All
gonna
right.
get to it. We're gonna get to it.
Shit.
We're gonna get to it. Um, yeah. Before I leave the 50th anniversary topic, right? I wanted to send a shout out to DJ Chino for 20 Hella Trees. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Steve Hollywood. Shout out to all the producers that, ha- you know, some of them chose to stay behind the spotlight, but actually put the work in for the artists and have actually made the culture what it is today. So shout out to DJ Chino for representing the true boom bap hip hop nation with the whole Hella Trees camp, the Real Wolf, Ramsey. You know what I'm saying? And everybody else there, man. Resin, you know what I'm saying? Shout out to all the promoters. Shout out to J Dunn, Rod Dog Entertainment for continuing tradition and putting a lot of work for the city and creating opportunities for its artists, me being one of them. Congratulations on the new home, by the way. And yeah, we keep it moving. Anything else to say in terms of the 50th anniversary of hip hop
Well,
and
yo, man.
icons?
I'm
And
just hoping that we progress another 50 years. You know what I'm saying? Another 50 years of greatness of the culture, hip hop. You know what I mean? Hip hop and keep it hip hop. You know what I mean? Like I know that a lot of things um elevated and been spawned off of hip hop. You know, rap, whatever. You know, what do you want? Mumble rap, all these different kind of things. You know what I'm saying? Straight up, it all came from hip hop. It did. You know what I mean? I'm just gonna be straight. If it didn't come from there, then where did it come from? You get what I mean?
for sure,
I'm just being straight up.
for sure. So
You
shout
know.
out to hip hop.
So I'm just saying, keep the evolution strong. You know what I mean? So we could live on. You know what I mean?
For sure, hands down. That was Samurai. Such a wise person, my brother. Um, Switch the topic, man. Let's switch the topic. Let's keep it moving. I know people over here. Hopefully, people are tuning in now, or they're going to start tuning in, and then you know what? They get acquainted with what we're trying to do here. I want to switch the topic. I want to touch Canadian soil,
Mhm.
right? And I know it's gonna get a little, a little hairy and
Go on.
a little tender when I'm touching some of these issues. But
Go on.
we're not here to offend anyone. We're just here to try to speak the truth and how we see it,
Yeah.
and try to positivity and solutions to the problems that we encounter as Canadians. So the topic I want to touch on is, Canada is now being considered and
Mhm.
labeled one of the most highest cost living countries in the
Yes.
world, right? and that's actually being said by Canadians as well and experienced as well, right? How do you feel, and what do you think about this statement that I just said to you? Canada is now being labeled one of the highest, most expensive countries to live in the world.
But we got money here. Like I don't understand this. Like I don't get this. Like we shouldn't even have homeless here. To be honest with you, you get what I mean? No homeless here.
I agree with that.
Straight. Let's be honest.
That's
We're
for the
not a third
government for
world
not for letting
country.
us down in that
We're
sense.
not a third world country here, man. We live in the North Americas here, bro. You know what I mean? And I'm just being honest. You know what I mean? And it's not good. You know what I mean? That's not good.
Where do you think that where do you think that our money is actually going? Where do you see our economy going? Where is that for you in terms of watching us as a country?
Well,
Where do you think our
well,
economy lays right
some
now?
of it's going towards the war. I'm just being honest. Some of it's going towards the war, and then even before this, I don't know if we're gonna get shot after this, but before this COVID shit, you know what I mean, the pandemic shit, like
Pandemic.
I said that our country has enough money, and all of a sudden the pandemic happened, everybody got a check. So I'm like saying, whoa, like, whoa, you know what I mean? So like I'm saying again, they got hidden money. They're just not talking about it. They're just holding it back, and everybody who's up on the government is getting an extra, bonus and shit. You know what I mean? It's all about when it comes to politicking. It's not politicking. It's all about your retirement. So you have to make sure everything is good and golden for you. You know what I mean? Straight up. I'm just being raw. You know what I mean? I'm just being raw about it.
Well, I mean, I agree with you in terms of when you say more, like a lot of our economy actually going to supplying other countries with, facilitating other countries with their needs. You know what I'm saying? We're
Yes.
being great and helping. Canada is known for being great at helping countries. You know what I'm saying? My question towards our government and our officials is, where is our help? You know what I'm saying? Where is the maintenance of our infrastructure as a country? Why we, and this is not me, resignating or hating per se on everything that Canada has done and continues to do for different nations in need, right? But
Yes.
this is me more questioning, where is our money? Where is our financial stability as a country in order for us to be able to take care of our own personal needs and our own backyard? So that's my question for the government. I couldn't agree with you more. There's a lot of things. I just feel like the more I look at it, I'm so proud of being Canadian. I love this country. I love my people. I love the people in the country. I love the people in it, the diversity, the multiculturalism. I love everything. I just feel like, in certain aspects, in certain corners of our home, we're actually not sweeping properly, and we're leaving a lot of dirt behind. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It started with a homeless crisis. You know what I'm saying? And it goes from there, man. You know what I mean? I just feel like we're breaking down in certain aspects, and I just feel like we need someone to listen to us right now.
You're damn straight, but that's how it go. The powers that it may be, you know what I mean? Straight up, especially when we're trying to make a difference on things and saying stuff on a difference. You know what I mean? Like they don't want too many people woke, bro. You know what I mean? I'm just being honest. You know?
I think everybody sees what's going on. I think yo, for real. Like, let me disagree with you. Like, I'm pretty sure that's the plot. Like, obviously they don't want people woke and people acknowledging everything that's going on. But right now, I think we've gone so far in humanity with everything, including all of our fuck ups, that it's just like it's just impossible for you not to see what's really going on all around. So, you know what I mean? But I mean, tell us what you think. Tell us how you feel about what we're talking about. What do you think our economy is going right now? What
Yeah,
do you
man.
think
Shoot
our
us a DM or something. You know what I
yeah,
mean? Straight up.
leave messages, leave comments. You know what I'm saying? We are going to start doing live sessions through my other channel, under the D2 network. But
Yeah,
these are
man. You don't
topics that
know,
we're going
man.
to be touching. So feel free to comment. You know what I'm saying? And let us know how you feel about the country and the economic situation that we are experiencing right now, where we are, in terms of our homeless crisis situations. You know what I'm saying? Infrastructure. You know what I mean? Where do you see the country going? What's wrong? Is it the cabinet? Is it the government? Is it the people that's being placed to lead? You know, who can do better? You know, let us know how you feel about it. This show is actually meant for the people, and that's what we're gonna do.
Exactly. Man, you
You
don't
know what I'm
know.
saying?
You're
So
getting down to earth. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Straight up.
D2E is the network, and we are taking over.
I know, man. Straight up. But,
What you smoking on, man?
yeah, man. I'm just doing a little salad here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, give me that lighter.
A little white gold and a little sassy. You know what I mean? Straight up goods.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? I don't even know what time it is right now. I think it's afternoon, but to me, I woke up not too long ago. You know what I mean? Just getting some blessings in.
we're
You know what
doing
I
it.
mean?
We're doing
Straight.
it.
You
We're
know?
doing it. You know, while continuing and change it, but we're going down the line and social issues. You know what I mean? Here are some of the things that I wanted to touch on. Right. Um, I find out. I read that in the city of Brampton, you can now get a ticket up to $100,000 the same day of the infraction, right?
Damn.
And we are talking about a
Yeah.
noise by law,
Yeah.
noise infraction.
Yes.
So if you're being too loud or you got speakers actually rumble in the street,
Yeah.
it actually means that you can actually get a ticket
Shit.
for up to $100,000 per day, the same day of the offense.
Well,
What
don't
the
have no
fuck
don't
is
have no
that?
muscle cars in B town then.
Brampton,
Don't have
what
no
the
noisy
fuck is
cars
going
neither.
on?
Mm.
I just think it's crazy. And that's I just ask you, where is our money going? Where is our you know what I'm saying? Where is our contribution as people going?
Mm.
Because we cannot take care of bigger issues, but now
Mm-hmm.
how you tell me that the average Canadian family who's struggling to maintain and to live in a one-bedroom apartment paying up to $3,000 is going to be able to afford
Yeah.
up to $100,000 just for a noise complaint or a noise infraction, or however you want to call it? It blows my mind. So my
It does.
question goes back to what we were just talking again, what we were talking about again. Tell him, Sammy, ask him, where is our economy laying right now?
They're putting it in different places, man. It's not going to. They're claiming that it's going to the people, but it's going to different things like what, like the roads. Have you been noticing? There's a lot of construction upon the roads. You know
A
what I'm
lot of
saying? A
private
lot of
society,
private.
privatization. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
Privatization,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
So a lot of that's going on. You know what I'm saying?
Straight.
How do you feel about privatized environments? You know what I'm saying?
You know
More
what?
things
To
are
be
getting
honest with you,
privatized. Hospitals.
listen here, man.
How do you feel about
Straight
that?
up, if the government has money and all of that, they need to take more initiative of our economy. And for example, the TTC is it's not by the province. It doesn't get run by the country or nothing. It's a separate
It's
thing,
privatized.
privatized, right?
Yes, absolutely.
So in certain
It's not
countries
federal.
they took up on it, and certain countries the transportation is free because they be paying their taxes and their tax money be going towards that. So I think that should be happening so that there wouldn't be enough violence on the TTC anymore. You get what I mean? If the province or the country takes control of it, and some of our tax money goes towards that, so that we could ride the transportation. It's not really for free, but we're with our taxes being paid towards it. But maybe
I get what you say. Like the bigger picture, like deflate the inflation. Per to my redundance, you know what I'm
yes,
saying? That, minimize the inflation, take it away. You know what I'm saying?
exactly.
Yeah, like you said, people have a
Yeah,
bad timing.
yes,
We're live
exactly.
right now.
Yeah,
Take away the inflation and make it easier for people to go day to day on the daily basis, go about their
that's
lives.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Like taking away public transit payment will be a great relief for a lot of people.
Exactly. And it
You
would
know,
eliminate a lot of things, as in violence and stuff like that on the TTC, fair, violations and stuff like that. You know what I mean? A lot of things would be eliminated, and it'll be a lot more easier, and more people be taking the transportation. Hopefully, gridlock will be a little less. You get what I mean? They're already trying to work on the transportation right now, working on the Eglinton line, on the Finch line, I think Scarborough line, North line. You know what I mean? But they should have been doing all of this years ago. But to be honest,
But they're doing it, and
yeah,
that's a
but
plus.
the thing is, all the automobile big honchos paid transportation to slow down their projects. You get what I'm saying? So that's why we have all this gridlock, because they wanted to sell more automobiles.
You know what? In terms of like when you say they should have done a long time ago, and to I can always agree with you. But I cannot without because I like to be fair, right? Never taken away from all the pros and cons, right?
Hmm.
Like there was a time where like construction was at a very low point.
Yes.
The whole industry itself. So that delay a lot of construction around the city. And when and don't get me wrong, like I said, I love my city and I'm trying to be fair. And when I ask where's the economy laying this day and age, based on the issues that I see, based on our social issues that I see,
Yeah.
I don't want to be ignorant and take away from the great things that this country has in development as we speak. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
So yeah, for sure. Let's give them a round of applause because the people who are actually doing the right thing deserve it.
Hmm. And yeah, man, it seems like we're getting a lot of interruptions and all that. You know what I mean? We might have to do another one of these, and then another part three. You get what I'm saying? Straight up, for the ability. You get what I mean? So, yo, please stay tuned. You know what I mean? Don't be a goon or be a buffoon. You know what I mean? Straight up goods. We here with Governor, me, the Rastafari Samurai, never leaving you dry in your eye. I approve this message nationwide. You done know, people. Please subscribe to all the channels. Please subscribe,
And stay
please.
tuned, man. We're coming out with some more.
You don't know, people. Yeah, boy. We are out for now. You don't know.
We'll be back.
1, 2, 3. Easy as can be.